Hey, how did the holidays go? Are you feeling heavy, thick, like a lot of different emotions, feeling a lot of different things, and you don't really even know how to put your finger on it? Girl, same, and I didn't even host this holiday season. And if you did host, maybe your house feels like it has this thick layer of energy, this tense energy from two people in the family who don't really get along, and so everyone was walking on eggshells. Maybe there was just straight up fighting and arguing and screaming. Maybe there's some passive aggressive arguments or comments dabbled in there, maybe a lot of questions from concerned family members, and there's just a lot of different feelings creating this thick, heavy energy in your house. Well, like I said, I didn't host, but I'm feeling all of that even from going to other people's houses. And so I was getting ready in my own home to space clear and do what I do to clear out this heavy, stuck energy that I know isn't mine, so that I can feel uplifted, optimistic, happy, abundant, and reinvigorated again. And then I thought, well, I'm sure a lot of other people are feeling this way, feeling this like, oh my gosh, like there's not even really a word for it, or maybe there is a word for this emotion, but I don't know it. Just this alot heaviness. I'm sure somebody else is feeling this way, so I figured I would quickly and impromptu share with you what I do and all my different tools that I have. So I'm calling this 3 steps to clear the crazy in your house. Even if you don't have the tools for 1 and 2, you definitely have 3, so at least wait until part 3. You definitely can do this. Everyone has this. I'm Jeanette Zizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. Daily, I work with the motivated, the successful, and the inspired to use Feng Shui in their space so they can enjoy life's journey on the way to their many destinations and not get held up and held back by everyone else's heavy emotions. The first step is to space clear with sage. This is going to be the most easy, the most basic, the most simplest way to do that. There's a lot of different ways to space clear and smudge and all these like ceremonial techniques, but this is like the most basic, simplest way to do it. One time I was asked the question, can you sage too frequently? I think yes, because I think commonly when people sage, they are removing the negative, and therefore their mind is often on the negative, like thinking of all the bad things that happen, thinking of all the bad people talking about them or around them, and they're focused on the bad. And so I do think that saging can happen too much. In this case, this is why I'm keeping it simple, and I want you to hear how I do it. First, take your sage, and if you don't have any sage, don't forget part 3 requires no tools, so stay till then. And save this video, subscribe now, because if you're hosting again at Christmas, this is coming out around Thanksgiving. If you're hosting again for future holidays, maybe you'll have some sage by then. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your sage and you are going to start at the right of your front door. Open your front door, crack that window that's on the front door, crack a window that's by the front door. Honestly, in your home, open as many windows as possible when you do this, because what we're going to do is we're going to be pushing the energy out. So take your sage. Common misconception is that you just light this whole thing. No, you can simply light like a small corner of it. Okay? Small corner. I have inhaled so much sage in the process of making this video. I made a bunch of reels for Instagram as well, and like, oh my gosh, we've been burning so much sage today. So you're standing at the right of your front door, and you're with a clockwise motion of your hand, you are also going to walk clockwise throughout your house. So you're going to start to the right of the door, and you're going to walk around the house, maybe up the stairs, maybe around your top floor, in each of the rooms in a clockwise motion, in the front door and out. That's why it's nice to have all the windows open, because if you have a big house, you're far away from the front door, but technically we're scooping all of this energy and pushing it out the front. And as you're doing it, you're scooping it with a clockwise hand motion. And rather than focusing on the bad, like, oh, get out my stupid uncle's comments, and oh, get out like my mom's mean, just piercing comments, and get out all the fighting and the awkwardness. Rather than focusing on all of that, you're going to clear with gratitude and the knowing that better times are to come, and the gratitude for all of the great things, all of the fun people, all of the love and safety of your house. So you're walking around your home saying things like, Thank you for my safe, sturdy home. Thank you for my supportive, loving family members. We don't need to get into the weeds. We all know that our family says things sometimes that they don't mean, and they act out in weird ways. The holidays bring up weird emotions for everybody, and so sometimes just stuff goes out. We're not going to get focused on what they said. We're still going to be thankful for them, that there is somebody who loves us and supports us through thick and thin, just like we support them through their weird comments. So you're walking around the house with this clockwork motion saying, thank you for this strong, stable home. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my supportive, positive, uplifting family members. Thank you for my loved ones. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for all the wonderful food that we ate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're knowing that you're clearing out the bad. Thank you for the good that is replacing this heavy energy. You can even say that if you'd like to acknowledge the heaviness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you. I know great times are to come. I know that the better it gets, the better it gets. I'm so excited for the future. I'm so excited to welcome in more peace and positivity, because there is peace and positivity that already exists for you and with you and in this house. As you go through the house, scoop it all out the windows, scoop it right back out the front door. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is palo santo. So the difference between sage and palo santo for me, now I'm not an expert on like the historical ceremonialness of these different things. This is how I use it and how it works for me. Grab palo santo for number 2. And again, if you don't have sage or palo santo, don't worry. Number 3, you definitely have. In 2, you're going to shut all those windows that you had open. You're going to shut the door that you had open. And instead, I like palo santo. Often I skip the sage stage unless there was like actually some really heavy, like if it's feeling really heavy and thick, I definitely sage and then I do this. More frequently, I use palo santo because to me, it's very grounding. It brings you back to the present. I associate it much more with like setting intentions and encouraging positivity and abundance. With palo santo, these sticks, you want to make sure that they're actually ethically sourced. I love these. I would show you an actual incense stick that I put in my incense holder. You've maybe seen it in some other videos, but I'm all out. I used them all. I just ordered a bunch for Black Friday, and otherwise I'd show you what an actual stick looks like. But this cedar and myrrh palo santo stick is amazing. It burns very like nice, about an hour, and it's great to walk it around the home because these don't stay lit for very long. So highly recommend. And I'm not getting paid for it. I just really like them. You're shutting all the windows and the doors, you're shutting everything, and you're walking around your house with palo santo. And this time it's even more of that gratitude. It's even more of that I'm excited, that anticipation of things are good. I am happy, healthy, safe, abundant, prosperous. Like life is good. Things are nice. And if you don't really know what to say, you can just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am happy, healthy, and thank you, thank you, thank you. At first it is kind of weird because you're like, well, what do I say? And you can just repeat that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What am I thankful for? Thankful that my hand moves, my eyes work, I can smell this incense. Thank you for all of my 5 senses. Thank you again for this happy, healthy, positive, and supportive family. I know sometimes they don't say what they mean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're focusing on presence and focus on you being here and your happiness and being in the present moment, especially now that they're all gone. What are your emotions? What are you anticipating and excited for? And finally, the third step, you have likely heard the phrase, the kitchen is the heart of the home. In Feng Shui, we believe 100% agree with that. The kitchen in the home is like the emotional center in Feng Shui. It represents all health, wealth, and abundance. I mean, you're fueling yourself there, you're cooking there, likely not only symbolically, like, is this what it represents in Feng Shui, but likely when you entertained and had all these people over, so much happened in the kitchen. Like, how many times are we having a party or hosting a party and everyone just hangs out in the kitchen? While that's good, that also could have been where a lot of this like head-butting happened. So step 3 is cleaning the kitchen with intention. Maybe you don't have it in you, right? Because you're feeling heavy and thick and like low, and you don't have it in you to clean your whole house. So immediately target the kitchen, and that is where so much energy, so much upliftedness, it will immediately feel better when you have cleaned it. So grab your natural cleaning products. My favorite is super natural. It's, you know, essential oils. It's clean. It doesn't have this like bleach and the toxic and that heavy like smells that are terrible for you. These are all natural cleaners. They have one for glass, tile, wood. There's a whole like starter kit set. I'm obsessed with it. Also not getting paid for this, but it's got different aromatherapy and essential oils in it. So as you're cleaning it, it feels very ritualistic and therapeutic rather than like inhaling some things that don't leave you feeling as light. Clean that kitchen with intention. What are you calling in? Again, don't focus so much on the bad and the arguing and the despair and the loneliness. Focus on good times are coming. I'm thankful for the people that was here. I'm thankful for my health and my wealth and my already existing prosperity. And let that fuel you, because I know it can be difficult, especially to clean the kitchen after you've hosted, but know that it's super important. This is where the emotional center of the home is, and cleaning it out will instantly help you feel better. There you have it, a quick impromptu 3 steps on how to clear the energy in your space and welcome in new uplifting energy. This is great. I'm filming this after Thanksgiving, so it's perfect after the holidays, any of the winter holidays, but also subscribe and save this now. Remember this video in case you have in-laws that frequently come over, in case you have a group of girlfriends that gets together once a month and it's like the Real Housewives. There's never a dinner where you're not actually arguing. But you can also always skip the sage step and go straight to Palo Santo. It's good to just frequently clear out that energy in our home. It's great to frequently clean our kitchen with intention. This is something I do at least once a month. Comment below how your holidays are going. Comment below if you think this will help you, and I'll see you in the next one.